In this lesson, we are going to implement Add to Cart feature of JS Amazona. When you are in the homepage and select the product and click Add to Cart, we want to implement this feature. When you click Add to Cart, a new item should be added in the shopping cart. In this lesson, we are not gonna implement the UI of cart screen, but what we wanna do is to get access to the local storage and add the product to the local storage. For next session, we will implement the UI and a screen to show list of items in the cart. Let us start by VS Code, and here I am going to create a new screen and set the name to cart screen. Inside the screen, new file, and set file name to cart screen.js. It's time to create an screen object. It's super easy. Const cart screen equal to, there are two methods. Render is gonna be like this, and also after render it's gonna be like this. At the end, we need to export cart screen. Export default cart screen. So let's go to the index.js and use this screen. We are going to define a route in the index.js. In the routes here, create /cart/:id. This is the ID of the product that need to be added to the shopping cart. And the responder is cart screen, and press tab to import cart screen right here. We are going to add another route, and it's cart itself. And also the cart screen is responder for this. So when user click on carts, in the top right menu, it should be redirected to the cart screen. In the cart screen and the render method, I'm going to return a div, and inside div, just enter cart screen. We will implement this in the next lesson. Wrap them inside the backtick icon, and it should be like this. Let's check the results. Here, when I click on cart, I get cart screen here. So when users select a product and click add to cart, user should be redirected the same screen, cart screen. What we wanna do at this step is to add a product with this ID to the cart items in the local storage, and for the next lesson we will show them in the screen like this. Let's go for them. Open your cart screen, and inside the render function, based on the plan we just created here, we need to parse request URL. Let's do that. Const request equal to parse request URL. Press tab to import this function from util.js. And then it's time to check the value of request. If request.id exists, it means that user clicked add to cart button. But if it's null, it means that user selected cart menu in the header menu. So here I need to add this item to the cart. First of all, I need to get that product from backend. So if you remembered from the product screen, to do that, I need to call getProduct method. Const product equal to getProduct, and select this one, press tab to import getProduct, and pass request.id to get that one. Because getProduct is a async function, I need to use await to access to that product, and when you use await, you need to change the render function to async. At this point, I have the product information, and it's time to call function add to cart. This function accepts two parameters. First of all is the product that I'm going to add to the cart. I'm going to pass all information about this product and set quantity for this product to 1, because by default we are going to add one product to the cart. The first one is the ID of product. I just set it to product itself, and it's comes from product underline ID. It's the object that comes from backend. Set name to product name, image to product image, and price to product price. Also set content stock to product dot cont in stock. There's a typo, it's stock. And the last one is QTY, and by default it's 1. It's time to implement add to cart function. Let's go for it. At the very top, before cart screen definition, define const add to cart. And as I said before, the first parameter for add to cart is the item we are going to add to the cart, and the second one is force update, and by default I set it to false. We will use that later, but it's not the case for this session. Don't forget, we need to make it like arrow function. There should be an equal sign here. That's it. So let's go to the body of add to cart function. First of all, we need two methods here that save and retrieve items from local storage. I'm going to use the retrieve one. Let cart items equal to get cart items. We need to implement this function. It's cart items, and let's go for it. What I'm gonna do is to create a new file inside RC folder and set file name to local storage.js. And inside that, I want to define this function, get cart item. It should be export const get cart items equal to. So to get items, what I need to do is to call local storage.getItem. Const cart items equal to local storage.getItem. Here I need to pass a key. It's the key for the item that I'm going to save in the local storage. Here I use question mark to make sure that there is a value for this key in the local storage. If value exists, I use JSON.parse to convert local storage dot get item cart item and convert this to JavaScript object, because local storage only save data in a string format. But what I want is in JavaScript object. So that's why I'm using JSON.parse. Otherwise, if it's empty, I just return an empty array, because if there is no item in the cart items, it should be an empty array. At the end, only we need to return cart items. Great, we just implemented cart items here. Let's go to cart screen, and at this point I'm going to import that. Get rid of the last S here and select the blue one, press tab to import get cart items from local storage. Good. Here I have cart items, and I should check if the item that I'm going to add to the cart item already exists or not. I need to define const exist item equal to. Here it's time to use find function of array. Cart items dot find x goes to x.product. X.product is the ID of items inside cart items, and I just compare them with the ID of current product. And if exist item contain a value, it means that we already have this product in the shopping cart. What I need to do at this point, I need to update cart items like this. Cart items equal to cart items.map. And why I'm using map here? Because I want to replace the product with the same ID with the value that I entered as a parameter to the add to carts function. So it should be if x.product equal to exist item dot product, then use the item. In the item, the QTY field is gonna be updated. So by having this line of code, if you update the value of content, it should be updated in the cart items. Otherwise, put current item in the cart items. That's it. We have implemented the true condition of this if. Let's go for the false one. Else, I need to add this item to the cart items. Let's do that by using this feature of ES6. Cart item, deconstructing arrays objects, and then concatenate that with the item. At the end, what we need to do is to call set cart items. It's like saving, and we need to implement that in the local storage. What I need to set in the local storage is the updated cart item. Let's go in the local storage file and create set cart item. Export const set cart items. It accepts the cart items I need to set, and inside the body of this function I call local storage.setItem, and the key is cart items. They should be exactly like the get cart items function. And the second parameter is JSON dot stringify cart items. As I said before, values inside local storage should be in a string format, and the cart item is in JavaScript object. I use JSON.stringify to convert that to a string and save that in the cart item key inside local storage. Great, let's go to cart screen, and it's time to import that. Remove last character and select the blue icon here, and that's it. It just get updated. We will go for force update in next lesson, but what we did so far is to implement add to cart, and what it does is to update local storage based on the item that user selected in the e-commerce website. Let's go to plan. We have done this 9 steps in the add to cart item. At the end, what I'm gonna check is to make sure that get cart items works or not. So here I just create another div and then put $ curly braces, get cart item, and just call the length because it's an array. Let's see what we have in the result. You see, I have 1. Let's go to homepage, select another product and add to cart. The array contains 2 items. So the local storage works perfect. If you refresh your page, as you see, it's still 2. It means that it just save your cart item if you close your browser and open it again, because the data is gonna save inside local storage. And also it's smart. If that item already exists, it's not gonna be added again. Let's try for product number 4. Go here, and here is product number 4. And add to cart. It's gonna get 3. But if you refresh this page and run this algorithm, it's not gonna add again. And that's because of having this line of code. If exists item, do not add it. Just update the cart item. Great. That's it for this lesson. What we did together in this lesson is to create a route for cart and cart/ID. If there is an ID, we just define add to cart function to add that item to the local storage. And at the end, we created a local storage file that contains 2 methods to save and retrieve shopping cart items inside our e-commerce website. In the next lesson, what we want to do is to implement cart screen URL. So in this lesson, we will have a UI like this. It just lists cart items like this, and there should be a button to proceed to checkout. Until next lesson, bye bye.